Hello, it's Wednesday, English Live, 10:30. And starting from this week, I am going to share on I am mindful, I'm aligned, I'm leader in me. To me, it's important to be a mindful leader and also to be aligned. Aligned meaning the inner you and the outside you is the same. So whatever you are saying echoes back inward. So the third one is leader in me. I have said this for 20 years. I believe you don't have to be a leader to be a leader. So all the leadership qualities are inside of you. It's the resources that's already there. You just have to tap into it. So from this week onwards, will be preliminarily, I'm thinking of 13 weeks of mindful leadership qualities. So it will be things like boundary, it will be things like vulnerability, assertiveness, so it will be inequalities like that. So 13 weeks from this week. The other thing is I have always felt that it's important to not only talk about mindfulness, but also to come from a scientific point of view. So last week we asked Dr. Chen to share on mindfulness, on the benefit of mindfulness from a doctor's perspective. Hi, Alona! And this week I would like to share with you something with credibility instead of just talking about mindfulness. So I have picked this McKinsey article. So this McKinsey article is about mindfulness. So the person who wrote this is Manish Chopra. He's a senior partner at McKinsey, and he's based out of New York. Meditation. So he said he has always been like the typical kind of senior executive, always on kind of culture, always on kind of work ethics. So he ran into meditation 5 years ago, according to him. So he said it does bring him changes. So what's important to me is it something coming from a source that's very credible. So he basically said the first change that he made is not fighting the email addiction. So he said basically first thing in the morning, I do not attend to email. It's not about fighting emails. It's not about rushing into anything. But now that he's into meditation, so what he's doing, he basically would start the day doing meditation, doing exercise, planning for priority, planning for what's going to happen for the day. So that to him is very important because he felt a lot more grounded when he's going through the day. So instead of rushing into something, he plans, he starts slowly, he starts with meditation, he starts with his exercise, he starts by planning the day out. So that's one of the things he's sharing. For me, I think a lot of you know that I wake up very early in the morning. So before 6. So I would plan my day. I start my day very slowly. For me, the priority is for me to make sure I eat very well. So for a long time, I disregard my eating needs. So I will rush into working, rush into attending to other people's things instead of myself. So it's very important for me to start my day making sure that I eat and I drink a lot of water. So that's the first one. The second one, managed to talk about taking positives from the negative. So he said basically they were bidding for a tender for a healthcare ministry, but it turned out that they did not get that tender. He said, if it was before, I would feel very upset about not getting it. But because I have this meditation process, I take things from a different perspective now. I react less, I observe more. Hi, Katie. I react less, I observe more. I have meditation habit. So he said, when I tap into that quiet self meditating, so what happened is I realized that I felt that the client has got the right company that's servicing them. I do not get into the mode of feeling that we lost something. But he said I get into the mode asking and reflecting myself and my team what we should do better in order to get future beats that might be even more important. So react less, observe more, and reflect more. So the third point that he talked about is focusing on others. He said, I must acknowledge that I still have my personal dimension. I still have things that that's important to me. But instead of like always have to be right, he slowed down. So the slowing down keeps coming back when he has got his meditation practice. So the slowing down comes back. So he will listen to other people, or at least to look at or take into account other people's perspective when he's deciding or making a decision on something. So that's from Manish. So I think it's very important coming from a very credible source. So this paper is basically a McKinsey paper. Now, I think on Monday, I talk about Live Zero. I also talk about Live Green. I am not able to live completely green or zero yet, but I would think if it's a mindful, hello, PP Michael, if it's mindful leadership, being able to live comparatively green, and also, hello, Ayan, and also to be able to live zero is very important. So even though I am not, hello, KK,好耐冇見. Even though I'm not like completely 100% live zero yet, I try my best. I try not to use disposable things as much as possible. I use honey wax wrap instead of plastic wrap. I use glass bottle instead of disposable plastic bottle. I use a cloth that doesn't require detergent. So I'm not there yet, but at least I try my best. Hello, PP Vincent. Hello, Carol. So at least I try my best. So to me, mindful leadership qualities, being able to live green. I'm not completely vegan yet, but at least try to eat less meat, and live zero. Try to use things that doesn't create non-degradable products. So I think that's one of the mindful leadership quality. So starting from next week, I will be talking about 13 different mindful leadership inner qualities starting from next week. So stay tuned. I haven't decided what topic to talk about next week. So stay tuned, and you have a very good week. And on Friday will be Q&A, Cantonese Live. We'll be talking about mindful leadership qualities. So I know quite a few people comment just now. Before I go, let me quickly summarize. I am mindful, I am aligned, I am leaders and you in me. These are very important to me because I think leadership should be mindful leadership. I have always felt that important for business to manage multiple bottom lines instead of just a single bottom line. So multiple bottom line would also mean anything beyond profits, gains, productivity. I am aligned to be able to have the inside you and the outside you as aligned, as congruent as possible. So that's important to me. I'm leader in me. I have said this for 20 years. You don't have to be a leader or in the position to be a leader. You just have to, all the leadership qualities are inside of you. We all are leaders. You don't have to be in that position to be a leader. So that's it for tonight. We are starting a new series of mindful leadership qualities. So I'll see you again on Friday. Friday will be Q&A live. We'll be talking about Live Zero, Live Green, and we'll be talking a bit about the article that we talked about just now, which is McKinsey, which is a McKinsey report, McKinsey article on the mindfulness, on meditation. So I hope you have an enjoyable week. Mindfulness doesn't restrict you to only meditation. Mindfulness is just giving yourself that space to do something that is allowing yourself to tap into your resourceful state and also to quiet down on your own, and doing it regularly. So have a good week. I'll see you on Friday. Happy week.